Hi viewers, this is Vandana Hiranandani from Anatta University. Here we are coming up with one more podcast on Anatta Speaks, and today we'll have a small one talking about alcohol triggers and their cravings. So please leave your comments, inform us on what topics you would like us to talk on where addiction is concerned. We would like your comments and we would like the subjects that you would suggest and take it from there. So here is to the new podcast. See you around.
Now, how do we identify if someone around us is struggling with alcohol problems?
So the biggest short sign, Hazel, is when you see the body language shifting or changing. They are not available to you while you're talking to them. The eye contact, the eyes keep wavering. Plus, you'll see red eyes. You might see stony eyes if they are using drugs also. And the slur, the language that they speak. There is a slur in their language. They are not very clear. They have a scatter brain. If they're talking about one topic at one given moment, the next moment they change to something else. So they are not in tandem. They are not going in a streamline. And if you notice, if somebody in the family is either sleeping more or sleeping less, eating more or eating less, or there are these responsibilities that they shirk, which normally they would do, or it's understandable at the age that they are at, they can do these things. But if they shirk those responsibilities and are not available to you, they don't meet deadlines. Whether it's college, home, or office, they don't meet any deadlines. Their finances are also here and there. So, mostly children or adults, or even the adults who are senior adults, if they fall prey to addiction, which is alcohol or drugs, there is an imbalance in their life. Their thought process, their way they even communicate with you is just not the same. And you will get the cue. The body language and the face will give it out to you, as I said earlier.
Are there any quick tips that you would like to give to people who are struggling with alcohol?
If you ask me, it is basically you are suggesting what should the family look at or the people. So there are triggers all around them, and if they identify the triggers, they need to avoid the triggers, because if you follow your temptation, you go back to drinking, it's a trouble for you. Your coping mechanisms, your exercise routine, your healthy food habits, all are part of the places where that can save you from falling back to alcoholism. Also, if you have your support groups, your family, friends who guide you, who help you to come out of this problem, please take their help. One biggest thing what people do is make very large long-term goals. I suggest make realistic goals, small goals, short-term goals which are achievable, because once you achieve those goals, the tendency to go higher or stronger or long-lasting, go for a longer duration of sobriety, can stand a very big chance.
I have often noticed that cravings have been very difficult to handle. So, what do you suggest how one can handle and manage their cravings?
So, as we all know, addiction is a compulsive disorder. It's something which takes you to the obsessive level, and you cannot but give in to your craving. So, you will go for your next fix or your next glass of alcohol, whatever is your choice. But if you want to cope up and remain strong, the simplest methods that can be used, one of them is deep breaths. So if you continuously take deep breaths and you learn how to control your emotional attachment to your substance, that's the key. Also, coping mechanisms like exercise, developing a hobby, going on a run to or taking a trek, taking care of somebody else also who's suffering kind of helps you take care of your craving. So if you want to try these different methods, you can. One simple activity which people might not do is take a glass of water, keep yourself hydrated, have enough food which is sufficient for your body so that it is able to control your craving. Other than that, I think your support groups can help you. If they know that you have this issue and you go share with them, they will help you come out of this problem. So craving is something which will come and go. Okay, what you need to do is stay strong, say no to drugs, say no to alcohol, and keep going, remaining strong, and abstain from your substance, because slowly abstinence will take you to recovery will take you to sobriety. So, in conclusion, Hazel, what I would like to say for this podcast that we are doing about cravings is just stay strong. And self compassion is the key. you have to be kind to yourself, because you're not dealing with something simple. It is a complex disease. It plays with your personality, it changes your personality. So if you can hold on to it, and once you have decided, you've taken that step, you're meeting counselors, you're going to therapists, and you've taken that step to remain away from your substance, it's just a little more effort. You have to keep adding each day. You keep adding each day, and you reach your goal.